Back to the action in Berkeley. It's Repubblica and USA SoCal meeting. This is the semifinal in the 5th through 8th place rankings, and this is the first of two semis. As usual, John Abdu and Greg Meskel here with you in Berkeley. Beautiful day in Cal, really. I don't think you could have asked for better weather here in Northern California. Repubblica in the white and USA SoCal in the dark. And right out of the gate, we see an exclusion go against SoCal. And so Repubblica will go up on the power play. Alex Wolf in net for SoCal. And Derek Weeby-Bailey for Repubblica. Skip shot, and Wolf is there. Able to save it and get out of harm's way in a hurry.
And Greg, that was a Nick Rascone on that skip shot, who was absent this morning for Repubblica's first game. So Repubblica getting some reinforcements as they head into the second game of the day here. They were a little understaffed, you should say, this morning, and I would say still now with only 2 field players coming off the bench, but Rascone, a welcome addition, I'm sure, for his teammates.
Maybe they called Rascone just prior to the 9 a.m. game and said, get in the car. Yep. And he was able to make it here by 2:30 or so.
Yeah, I'm quite certain this game has been on the schedule for some time. I think they, I think he knew what time the game was, but you know, they were just delayed in getting to Northern California.
Wolf there with another stop, looking to start the counter. Inside, Duncan Lind posting up. And he draws an exclusion. That'll go against Rascone.
Lind a handful inside, just 6'8", 300 pounds, can swim, you know, can get up and down the pool. That's a tough guard for anybody.
And he's a great story. Talked to Gavin Arroyo about him as we see a goal there.
Yeah. From
USA SoCal, Austin Stevenson on the power play, but Lynn has lost a bunch of weight.
Yes.
He was a much bigger kid, and has been able to cut weight and has made himself a pretty formidable presence at 2 meters for the 49ers, Long Beach State.
Yeah, absolutely. As we get a good look here at Austin Stevenson, rising on his legs, getting his shooting back. He had a couple of nice goals this morning in the first game of the day, and now finds himself with the first goal of the game for USA SoCal here.
Just an ordinary call. Repubblica on the attack. They go inside before Wolf can tip it away. A kick out is called. That's Joey Colton.
Secondary post up there from Derek Shoemaker. Does a really good job of that, coming in from the wing. Draws the exclusion.
That skip shot, Wolf turns it aside. And SoCal controls. Sides are even.
A great save there from Wolf. Shoemaker beats the shot blocker near side, and Wolf covers his ground for him with the save.
In transition now. SoCal ahead of the crowd. Now Repubblica gets back. Ball inside, looking to turn. Kick out. And Repubblica, Chase McCall goes off. 6-on-5 chance here for USA SoCal. Ahead 1-0, 4:41 to play in the first quarter.
Ryan Hurst with a good post up inside to draw that exclusion for USA SoCal.
Save there from Weeby-Bailey.
So good opportunity, though, for USA SoCal. You can see a little bit of tentativeness amongst the group, not as cohesive as others, but other club teams here, some guys just coming together to play in these things like we talked about before, Greg, but some really strong individual athletes on these teams.
Ordinary shot attempt. They go inside. working towards the goal. And ball under is the call right as the shot clock expires. So you would have thought that shot would have come after the ordinary, but they tried to work for what they thought was a better opportunity.
And it is the right move. Anytime you can get the ball in front of the cage with defenders on your back, that's what you want to do. So it was the right call. Ooh.
Levy Bailey there pulls it down on the lob attempt. He was wise to that.
Yeah, Kyle Trush, those are the kind of shots that put you in a position to get countered the other way, though. Get the ball in the goalie's hands with 2 hands, and now Hurst excluded in transition, trying to keep up with Carnahan. Timeout, Repubblica, they get a chance to set up the power play.
And a chance to even this game up, trailing 1-0, 3:24 to play in the first. Big sports weekend. National League, Conference Championships.
Yep.
And of course, Whittier has already punched their ticket, winning the SCIAC last weekend. So they're the one team that is into the NCAA bracket. The rest will be decided today, and then the at-larges will be selected after all the conference tournaments wrap tomorrow.
Yep.
Those happening across the country, but then also NFL draft weekend. And
yep.
The folks here in Berkeley pretty excited. Their QB, Jared Goff, goes #1 overall. So in the NFL draft to the newly relocated LA Rams.
Yeah, it's interesting to be here at Cal, thinking of the big week Jared Goff had, to see his surroundings. Got a chance to tour the football team's training facility that's up at the top of the hill.
Oh, very cool.
Recently, but they got some excellent resources here for their football athletes at Cal. And but lots of pressure on Jared Goff to come down to LA, #1 draft pick overall, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But don't forget the NBA playoffs tonight if we're talking about a big weekend as well.
You know I'm all over that.
Yes, yes. Goes without saying that the Spurs and Thunder at 5:30 would be might be on the second screen here as we're playing. Yeah.
Coach and I will be catching whatever game is on once National League action wraps here today.
That's right.
And speaking of Bay Area folks headed to Los Angeles, Golden State Warriors assistant Luke Walton just named Lakers head coach. As we see, Repubblica ties the game here at 1 on the goal there on the power play. Score it for #4, Daniel Seymour.
Yeah, Daniel Seymour, we talked about him in game 1. Up and coming lefty, recent graduate of Fresno Pacific, but with a beautiful throwing motion. Watch this, just rips it past the shot blocker and the goalie. Just a big time shooter. Great athlete, great teammate, good attitude. Fighting his way to be in the National League. Just missed making the league last year in the open tryout. Now finds himself playing for Repubblica, so great to see him in the league.
And making the most of his opportunity. And Repubblica ties this one at 1. Nice save there from Levy Bailey. Turns away the attempt from Lynn, but new shot clock now for SoCal.
Oh.
Beautiful skip. Near side. Rapid fire from Ryan Sawyer.
Yeah, he did that 4 times this morning in the first game of the day. Ryan Sawyer, though, has the ability, as you take a close look here, to get a cross pass and get the ball out of his hand immediately. Touch his hand, catch and shoot before anybody could tell. High percentage look. For young athletes out there, I mean, again, the best way to break up a zone is that cross pass, catch and shoot, and Ryan Sawyer does it with the best of them. You talked about, Greg, earlier, you asked me if, a one-game performance or an opportunity could really make a difference for some of these athletes. And, for a guy like Ryan Sawyer, he's eligible for Youth World Championships this year. He's still in the pipeline. Totally new to the program, but because he came out and did ODP and was seen, he was identified, and now having a great showing here at National League after that invite, he's really taking advantage of every opportunity. So who knows what the future holds for a guy like Ryan Sawyer.
Shot clock to 6. They go into Lynn and powers it home. Duncan Lynn dragging defenders with him as he makes his way towards the goal and stuffs it in for a 3-1 lead.
Dare I say that was a Robert Tractor Trailer type of move inside, as you see Duncan Lynn get the power move, rises up on his legs, hammers it home, and immediately calls for the substitution after the big dunk home. But
He put the work in. Now going to take a little breather and a 3-1 lead.
Now, we talked about him earlier. Again, he is someone who has the size, has the athleticism, good hands, can swim. You know, if he can get his fitness level all in the right places and can continue to focus on this game, he has a long road ahead of him.
Saw him back in the fall when Long Beach State played USC and against one of the best teams in the nation. He was just strong enough, really stronger than really anyone they had. You know, you're talking one-on-one.
Yeah.
Save there on the low attempt.
Well, you know, he's got the size, he's got the strength, as you talked about, and in a college game at 25 meters, he's got a much better chance to be successful in that front court.
Ordinary called. Under a minute left here, first quarter. Inside, working to get free. Keeper out. Wolf is there.
It's a good defensive play from Alex Wolf to come out of the goal and take that ball. If he stays back in the goal and does nothing about that, it could be called an exclusion. So it comes in, gets the double team on the ball, and gets the steal.
A double exclusion called. For Repubblica, Clayton Snyder goes off. And for USA SoCal,
so Sean
Thomas is headed out.
A former Pepperdine Wave and a current Pepperdine Wave mixing it up in the backcourt for the double exclusion.
Making waves, if you will.
There you go.
I'll be here all day, John.
Yes, yes. I'll give you credit for that one.
And we get a timeout called now with 40 seconds left in the first. A 3-1 lead for USA SoCal. And Repubblica, it's been a tough year for them, but before this game and after their last, just seeing Clayton Snyder around the pool deck, just really excited about what they've gotten started and where they're trying to go with this.
Yeah, I mentioned this earlier in the broadcast as we talked about Repubblica. It's what they're doing is just crucial for the sport of water polo, to give players an opportunity, an option to play after college is over. We've talked about this for a long time here in America, that we need, you know, an avenue, a forum for players to continue their careers after college. It's a shame that our athletes stop playing at 21, 22, 23 years old. And Repubblica is giving that. So regardless of the fact they don't have a win so far in the National League season, looking for their first one here, you know, what they're doing is important for the sport and important for athletes.
Head coach Terry Schroeder talking things over with the squad. Head coach at Pepperdine, also former men's national team head coach, led that group to 2 Olympic Games. It was cool. Obviously, everyone hyped with Rio. We had Kirk Everest on one of our previous games, and it's kind of just talking about, you know, remembering when he was picked for an Olympic team, and just that whole like anticipation, and what a lot of the guys are going through right now on Team USA.
Yeah. Trying to work hard, stay healthy, you know, be selected, and you know, Kirk Everest and Terry Schroeder, former teammates actually on the national team.
Yeah, 92
right,
Olympics.
Back then, that's right.
But it's funny, for all the talent on those teams and all the talent on these teams, Everest was talking about the idea that everyone always thought they were the one that was going to get cut.
Yes.
It's like someone's got to make this team.
Yeah.
But everyone was like, oh, no, you were going to make it. I was going to get cut. Shot ricochets hard off the goal. And sides come even. So shot clock is off. Final moments here of the first quarter. It's a 3-1 lead for USA SoCal. Repubblica with a chance to make it a 1-goal game. Just 8 seconds left. Ball tipped away. Deflection and a needed save there from Levy Bailey. 1 quarter complete, and USA SoCal ahead 3-1 over Repubblica We return with the second quarter after this.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org. Second quarter underway, and a 3-1 lead for SoCal. And SoCal again on the counter. This is Joey Colton. He gives it off, and the skip is in on the lefty bounce. Ryan Sawyer, late addition. He's came to play today, John.
I'm afraid to keep hyping him up because I've given him so many compliments already today, but the kid is playing his tail off. You see him on the counterattack here. Good patience, gets the ball in the right position, cross cage, skip shot in the upper corner. I don't want to jinx him, but the kid is doing a great job. He's coming in from the CHOP Water Polo Club in the Inland Empire in Southern California, and made his way through ODP and got the late invite to come play this weekend in National League and taking advantage of every minute of this opportunity.
At this rate, he is going to earn that second 10-day contract.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So a 4-1 lead. If you're this Repubblica team, what are the adjustments that have to be made here? Saved by Wolf.
And again, it's all about the offensive end. We talked about it in the last game with USA SoCAL. They just couldn't get anything going on offense. And anytime you can't get your offense going, it makes it nearly impossible to play defense. You're always chasing, like they're doing now, down on the counterattack once again. You find yourself down all the time. Look at this, Joey Colton in front of the goal. Nobody ready on the opposite end, but poor spacing there for USA SoCal on the counterattack. But had they taken advantage of that opportunity, it's just been another example of Republica's inability to play offense.
Shoemaker trying to reverse spin his way past Duncan Lind.
Couldn't move that mountain.
Nope. Shot clock to 6. Here's an opportunity for Carnahan. A few fakes, deflected, and a field block sends it out of play. Nicely done there by the USA SoCal Team D.
Yeah, good shot blocking position by all the defenders there. Again, a difficult look, but another dead possession, so to speak, for Repubblica.
A takeaway by Repubblica, so they've put together a couple of defensive possessions. And now they're on the counter. Can they take advantage? Inside, Alex Wolf aggressively pursuing the ball, comes up with the steal.
You know, Wolf is a young goalie, but with a lot of potential, and you can see him starting to learn when to take risks, when not to take risks, when to move in and out of the goal, and he's doing a good job of it so far in this game.
Duncan Lind getting free, but sailed it. He had a wide open look. He can't believe he missed that one. The power play opportunity and close after the kick out.
Yeah, beautiful opportunity that just didn't fall there for USA SoCal, but I'd like to see Repubblica get a Daniel Seymour a little more involved. You know, he has the goal for them already in this game. He has that shot. I'd like to see them work for some isolations between him and maybe Derek Shoemaker. Get their playmakers the ball a little bit more often.
Working in. They go back to Lind, wave it off, no goal. Offensive foul is the call. .305 remaining in the quarter. Repubblica with 5 on the shot clock. And they'll get a bit of a longer opportunity now. Exclusion called against SoCal on Austin Stevenson, and Repubblica will call for time with 3 minutes to play in the first half.
So there it is. There's the timeout. It's a good opportunity for Repubblica to get themselves started and get themselves going here. You know, with 3 minutes left here in the second quarter, They cut the lead to 2. There's just lots of water polo to play.
And a lot more water polo on the actual schedule today. We've got 3 more games after this. New York Athletic Club versus Alumni. Winner there goes to the championship match tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. And then we've got USA Red versus USA NorCal in our second 5 through 8 semifinal. And then we close things out at 6:20 p.m. USA Blue versus Olympic Club, which we all are thinking is going to be perhaps the game of the day. So exciting stuff left here in Berkeley.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we talked about, there's a lot to gain from these games. Lots of great individual plays, great teams like New York Athletic Club, Oak Club, getting themselves together here. Even the alumni, I love watching alumni play water polo. I think they do a great job of taking advantage of this opportunity and the league and the situation. So lots of fun to be had.
Repubblica on the advantage, in desperate need of a goal. Couple of fakes from the outside, around the horn, faking, sides coming even, score the goal, cross cage, it's there for Repubblica and Derek Shoemaker.
The UCSB Gaucho goes uncontested as he walks in for this goal. As you get a good look here, fake, fake, fake. Nobody coming at him, nobody making any moves, and gets a lot of time and room to bury that shot cross cage.
And how badly did Repubblica need that goal? Now it's at least a 4-2 game. They feel like they got a little something working here with 2:33 to go in the first half.
Oh, definitely. Like we talked about earlier, again, I would love to see Derek Shoemaker in, Daniel Seymour a lot more involved in what's going on, and there you have it. You gotta get the ball in your best player's hands if you expect to win.
Trush swings it over to Bailey Jarvis. Back to Trush, he's field blocked. A new shot clock as Jarvis controls the rebound.
Ooh.
The
Nice
rebound
play.
is there, Weeby Bailey. Couldn't believe it.
Good effort from Chris Dilworth inside.
And Chris Dilworth cashing in for SoCal. So Repubblica takes one step in the right direction, then they allow another, and it becomes a 3-goal difference once more.
Yeah, Dilworth put it away though. Strong move, gets a good power turn, and just doesn't give up on the play. Keeps his head up the whole time. Good lesson for young centers. As he was turning, as he was battling, his head never went underwater, so he was able to react to the ball and get to where he needs to be.
Repubblica again using all their shot clock, this time a near side delivery, and it's tipped out. Wolf got a piece of it. Ball will come back in at 2 meters. Wave off that opportunity, a push off the call. Transition now. SoCal, they swing it around. Skip attempt is swatted away. Chase McCall, and a couple of perhaps better opportunities there for SoCal, but they tried to make the extra pass, and it didn't work out.
Yeah, turned away some goals. I thought Kyle Trush should have shot that ball. Really alone in the counterattack. Not going to get a better opportunity than that. Good positioning in front of the goal. And again, opportunity lost, though, but with 39 seconds left, Repubblica could get this back to a 2-goal game.
Repubblica down to 5 on the shot clock. Quick catch and release, not much on that, and Wolf grabs it. Shot clock is off, now 23 seconds left. here in the first half. SoCal, final possession here of the first half. Skip shot, Levy Bailey. And that'll bring an end to the first half. So USA SoCal in good shape. They lead Repubblica 5-2 after 2 quarters. Third quarter upcoming here. National League Championship action. You're watching live from Berkeley, California on USA Water Polo TV.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org. Third quarter action here in Berkeley. USA SoCal 5, Repubblica 3. And Repubblica a chance to get within 1. That ball's tipped away.
Nice lunging save there from Alex Wolf. The quarter started before we got on air with a Clayton Snyder goal inside to get things started there for Repubblica as they keep it at a 2-goal difference. And there it is, exclusion on number 5, Kyle Trush.
And a power play here for Repubblica to try and draw within 1. Save there, rebound, Wolf, quick instincts, and then fires it away to the returning player from the exclusion.
Hey, quick hands on both ends. Repubblica gets the ball right back up. Wolf with a quick save. It's a lot of action in front of the goal there. Like we talked about, though, Greg, lots of water polo going on today. USC facing Cal as we speak. Michigan facing Princeton as we speak. All in big semifinal action in women's water polo. So this is a water polo weekend to remember.
Yeah, champions crowned all over the place. College conference champs, the National League champs. I know high school championships in certain parts of the country are starting to round into form.
Yep. Illinois, Texas, some of these places starting to shape up as we get going.
Florida already crowning their champs.
Yep.
Other places, Michigan not far behind. Hawaii will have a championship.
Earlier in the day, Stanford defeating UCLA in one semifinal of the Women's MPSF Conference Championships being held in
Bakersfield.
Cal State Bakersfield. Yep. Yes. So some big games happening as we speak.
So not too long after UCLA beating Stanford in sudden death overtime, our pal Coach Corn and I had the pleasure of calling that one, which was a fantastic finish.
Yeah.
And now Stanford.
Great game that was.
That was one of the best games. I didn't watch them all, but that was one of the better women's college water polo games I saw this year.
Absolutely. Ending on a penalty shot in sudden victory overtime. That's doesn't get better than that.
Yeah, Devin Grab with the game winner. Yeah. But now Stanford comes back and wins a very pivotal game, and it's really lining up that they would likely meet again in the NCAAs, which will be at UCLA. The way the seeding shakes out, potentially, depending on what happens, they'll have to get through first-round games.
Sure.
They could meet in the semis of NCAAs.
Yeah, really the only kind of guarantee in the NCAA tournament are the USC women, as they've gone undefeated thus far. So I think regardless of how they shake things out here, they'll be going to NCAAs. But Cal giving them a run for their money right now, playing USC in the semis.
Well, really, I mean, so you're looking at 10 teams are going to make it. You're going to have 7 conference champs and then 3 at-larges.
Correct.
So you presume USC is in, right, no matter what.
Right.
We'll pick this up here in a minute. We'll come back to our college conference chat. But back to the action here out of the timeout. Rapid fire there, a big save from Weeby Bailey. Repubblica has had the chances. Ordinary called. Backhand is in. Nicely done from USA SoCal. Dilworth adds another.
Dilworth with a quick backhand on the entry pass that comes into him. I've been very impressed with Dilworth's progression during this National League season. As we get a second look here, gets the entry pass, immediately turns around and throws the backhand into the back of the net.
But just to finish the story in the college conferences, so 3 at-large, you assume USC is a lock.
Right.
So then potentially 3 other teams from the MPSF get in.
Sure.
You figure UCLA, Stanford, depending on how things go.
Right.
So the real question becomes, who's that other team? Is it Is it ASU? Is it Cal? Or does someone like a
Is it
Michigan
Michigan, yeah.
enter the
yeah.
picture if they can't win CWPA?
Right, right.
That feels like it's down to those three, but exclusion here.
Yeah,
So it'll be very interesting. That is going to be quite the bracket reveal when that one
absolutely.
comes out.
Absolutely. But one of the interesting things, I guess, for the MPSF is they'd love to see a Michigan win the CWPA.
Sure.
Right? So that the next at-large bid trickles down into the MPSF conference. Although hot off the press, Greg, Michigan just beat Princeton 9-8. So Michigan will face Indiana tomorrow at 1:30 for that conference championship as Nick Rascone bears a shot in the background here.
Rascone hitting for Repubblica to make it a 2-goal game, 6-4. Yeah, Michigan and Indiana have met already this season with Michigan winning. But a different story when it comes to the conference championship. And Indiana would love nothing more than to throw a wrench in that whole plan.
Absolutely. Certainly Michigan not going to take their chances with an at-large situation or whatever. Looking for the automatic bid if they can win the conference. But a Big Ten rivalry over there for the CWPA championship tomorrow. And the Cal Bear women with a 1-goal lead at half over USC as we speak over at the MPSF championship. So
Now they make the finals. Now you start really
Yes.
leaning their direction. They do have a win over Stanford in the regular season.
yes. Oh,
Goal is there for USA SoCal.
that
Looks
look-
to be number 9.
no, I think that's Dilworth again.
Oh, correction, 3.
That's a capless Dilworth with the goal. And yeah, it's 2 goals for Dilworth in the last couple minutes here. I'll say it again, he's really been progressing this season. I think he's going to be a force for the Pepperdine Waves in the future here. He's doing a great job of learning to play his position, learning to play the post on 6-on-5, and really developing his overall skill set.
So it is number 3 Dilworth scoring and making it a 7-4 game. And every time Repubblica starts to inch back in, SoCal has had an answer.
Yes. No doubt, and that's really been a good sign of this young SoCal team keeping it together.
Repubblica had a decent look. They try and go over the top of Wolf on the attempt from Shoemaker, but it stopped, and then in transition a contra foul, and Repubblica will have it right back.
Jack Trush with the unnecessary contra foul. He already had a body length lead on the defender on Shoemaker. Could have just swam away and had a counterattack instead. Too hard of a kick and finds himself with a turnover.
From the outside, off the bar and away. A nice catch behind the goal there. Didn't catch that on our camera, I don't think, but
Yeah, that's the young Sam Krunog, USA Red goalie with the catch.
he had a nice game earlier today.
A great game earlier today. Yeah, he's a great up-and-coming goalie in the USA pipeline. Plays for Robert Westlake and LA Premier back home, and bright future for that young man.
Looking to post here, get Dilworth involved again, and another kick out on Repubblica.
Thought that pass got away from the center. They get a generous call at 2 meters, and USA SoCal now on the attack.
Over the head of the keeper. It's in for SoCal and Stevenson on the power play.
Stevenson again finding his rhythm this weekend. Didn't have very many goals coming into this finals weekend, and has 3 or 4 already on the day as you get a second look here. Gets the cross pass, and maybe didn't place the ball exactly where he wanted it, but bounces off the keeper's arm and in.
So not quite a donut there, but it does sail by and in.
I think if you want to call a shot a donut, I think it has to be done on purpose. I think to me
okay.
that is the defining purpose. If I want to say I, donutted a goalie, it was something that I did with intention. Put it.
Do you have
over
to
his
yell
head.
out donut as you're shooting?
No. I think that's only in basketball on the
Okay.
bank shot. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's a great question though.
Well, because then everyone would really know your intention.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is not something. It's not a card you want to show before the shot.
Yeah, probably not wise, whereas the basket cannot decide to not let you bank it in the
Correct.
goalie could do something to prevent the donut.
This is true, Greg. This is true.
The finer points of water polo here in the third quarter.
Yeah.
8-4, SoCal leads. A timeout is called. 1:48 remaining. Next up, we have the New York Athletic Club taking on Alumni. Alumni goalie Shea Lapine, talked to him just a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Winning gold we talked about in our first game in beach handball.
Yeah.
Said, how'd you get involved in that?
Yeah, that's a good question.
His
How did he get
old,
involved?
his old college roommate played. They needed extra bodies. They just needed a guy who was familiar with being a goalie to kind of stand there.
Yeah.
And he did it to kind of stay in shape, and it turns out he's actually pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Big surprise, Olympian, good at other sports.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so he's become the goalie for that team and helped them win the Pan Ams. They're still not an Olympic sport yet, but
Okay. Yeah.
in the beach handball Pan Ams, they are now a formidable team in the Americas, and he helped them to gold.
Interesting. Yeah, no shock that a 6'5" Shea Lapine, All-American goalie out of UCLA, 2012 Olympian, would somehow translate those skills into being a good goalkeeper in beach handball. But
Yeah,
what a great story.
turns out world-class athletes in one sport might be decent in another athletic activity. So,
Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, a funny thing in an interesting way for him to kind of stay between the pipes, if you will, around the whole
Yeah.
game of goalkeeping.
Yeah. Yeah. Good for him. What a great way to stay in shape and have fun and continue to represent your country on a high level.
Power play here for Repubblica. They go around the perimeter here. Shot clock to 10. Sides coming even. Repubblica, and deflected away on a field block.
Good field block from Joey Colton. Daniel Seymour trying to bury that shot. Doesn't get it a fall. But thought that was a big possession for Repubblica. They needed that goal to keep this game within reach. If USA SoCal can get one more, then this could get ugly in the fourth.
Colton looking for that one more. He goes off the post, gets his own rebound. Ordinary call, new shot clock here. Under a minute to play, third quarter.
There it is.
Second effort pays off. Lynn draws the exclusion. And this possession extends for SoCal.
Great entry pass from Austin Stevenson. Two teammates hooking up here. And
Lind on the redirect. That's off the bar. Another rebound. And another shot clock here. USA SoCal controlling the time of possession at the end of the third. Sides have come even. After the ordinary, big wind-up and a big field block. Another rebound. So USA SoCal will have the ball for the entire final minute of this third quarter, barring the final 9 seconds here. Looking from the outside, that's off the post. Rebound controlled by Repubblica. They'll let it fly with 2 seconds left and batted down by Alex Wolf, and that's all for the third quarter in Berkeley. It's USA SoCal 8, Repubblica 4. The final 8 minutes are on the way here from Cal. Stay with us on USA Water Polo TV.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org. Fourth quarter underway at Cal, and an 8-4 lead for USA SoCal over Repubblica. Nyack alumni coming up at 3:40 p.m. And the ball turns over back to SoCal. Bad pass, they tried to go across the way, easy steal. Repubblica takes it back. And a long outlet, Repubblica potentially an easy one here. Nick Rascone ahead of the field. He's got about 2 body lengths on the nearest defender. Goalie out, and he puts it away.
Yeah, Rascone leaks out early to get that goal. No one behind him.
And wisely got rid of it early. We saw Alex Wolf just swat the daylights out of someone earlier that tried to lob it over his head.
Yes. But you can see Alex Wolf, almost at the 5-meter line on that one versus goalie. Just, you got to do something. It's such a high percentage opportunity for the offensive player. So as a goalie, you got to take some risks, try to bait him in and making some poor decisions. But so still the right move by Wolf. But Repubblica back in this game, only down 3 with 6:55 left.
A turn in low. Dilworth powering his way to the goal, draws a penalty.
Dilworth at it again. We just gave him a lot of props in the third quarter. Drawing exclusions, scoring goals. Now draws the penalty for his team. Again, getting himself, he'll be on the radar next year for MPSF teams, or I should say Gold Coast teams for the Pepperdine Waves. A Freudian slip, as they say. Yeah.
On the penalty. Off the post. And Weeby Bailey controls it, so a missed opportunity there, and it keeps Repubblica alive in this one, down just 3.
Yeah, always tough as a center when you draw the penalty and then you see the penalty shot missed by one of your teammates. A missed opportunity, no doubt, but USA SoCal immediately gets the ball back.
In transition, SoCal here. Repubblica giving chase. Left of the goal, so SoCal continues to leave the door open here for Repubblica. If they can string something together.
Well, the next goal is just so important, Greg. Whoever gets the next goal really then puts themselves in the driver's seat in terms of momentum. Repubblica gets one, they cut it to 2. They're back in the game with some momentum. SoCal gets one, they get a 4-goal lead and control the game. And Repubblica now with the power play.
Exclusion against SoCal. Ryan Hurst. Top of the perimeter. A few fakes. Good look inside, but tipped away. Unable to put that one in the back of the net, and the power play is canceled out.
It's just that's a huge opportunity missed there for Repubblica. They want this game to be 8-6 with some momentum on their side. They give the next one up here. A 9-5 game is going to be hard to come back from.
They go inside, tipped away, and it's back to Weeby Bailey. He controls. Long outlet now, another good opportunity, but that pass is off the mark. The steal is there for SoCal and Sean Thomas.
Poor read there by Weeby Bailey. He actually had Shoemaker streaking on the left side of the pool with an easy outlet pass. Instead, they turn it over. Again, this back and forth, Greg, not good for Repubblica.
An exclusion. 6-on-5 for SoCal. A few fakes. One more goal would probably do it here for SoCal. Weeby Bailey turns that one aside. Deflects it out of bounds. But a new shot clock, and this is another thing SoCal has done. They've had these elongated possessions that has taken time off the clock. Even when they're not scoring, they're still working their way towards the end of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Those second chance opportunities in abundance for USA SoCal. And they get the time and possession on their side.
Couple of fakes. Lefty strike. It's outside of the net. And out of bounds. And so Repubblica continues to hang on here. Down 3, under 4 to play. They'll need to really start scoring some goals. Shot clock to 5. Looking for an ordinary, doesn't get it. A Wolf two-handed stop. And USA SoCal will use their timeout. Ahead 8-5 with 3:23 to play.
Yeah, lack of goals in the fourth quarter so far for USA SoCal, so wise move to take the timeout with 3:23 left, try to figure out, hey, can we get that one more goal? Because that next goal is the dagger in this game if they can pull it off. And Drew Clute talking to the guys right now, seeing if they can set something in, settle them down. But again, these could be an opportunity for Repubblica to pull off a high-risk maneuver here to try to maybe send some guys early, see if they can gamble a little bit. Again, the next goal will determine the rest of the game.
You see Coach Clute drawing up some things with 3:23 to play. And for all we know, SoCal gets out of this with the way the score is right now, a 3-goal win. But as you alluded to, one more would really close the door. And for Repubblica, one more goal would really give them some momentum, and they feel like they were in this.
Yeah, I've seen strange things happen. I've seen 3 goals scored in a minute 20. You see these things happen in sports all the time, right? So, but it's difficult to score 4 goals in 3 minutes. But if they can get this thing down to get a goal here in the next 30 seconds, 45 seconds, they've got a chance to pull off one of those unlikely scenarios. Up next, you can see alumni and the New York Athletic Club warming up in the pools. Excuse me, in the warm-up area in this beautiful facility here at the Speaker Aquatic Center. Hard to believe that there'll be another pool just a few blocks down the road here.
Yeah.
And no doubt some major water polo events will be heading their way back here.
Yeah, this, from what I understand, will still be the main kind of spectator venue.
Yes.
But is definitely going to, as you've alluded to, things like the NorCal tournament where you really need 2 courses.
Right.
That now becomes an option for Cal to host where maybe they really couldn't do it as easily in the past.
Right. Absolutely. Well, and really, and maybe some age group tournaments, and an opportunity to host, things like 1800 championships or 1600 championships as we watch USA SoCal back on the attack.
Out of the timeout here. Shot clock under 8. And losing the handle, can't hang on. Chase McCall takes control with under 3 to play.
Lots of whitewater for Repubblica on this counterattack. They can smell the opportunity if they can get a quick one here.
Moving in. Not much on that shot attempt from McCall. And Wolf able to easily gather. Maybe he lost the handle.
Yeah, unsure, but that was their opportunity right there, right? The open look on the counterattack, a defensive breakdown from USA SoCal, nobody pressing the ball, and even though they were even strength. And now with 2:30 left, if USA SoCal can play some ball control, they should be all right.
Kick out. Called on Repubblica. 2:20 to play, 4th quarter. 8-5 lead for USA SoCal. Rising up to grab that Shoemaker. Takes it out of thin air.
Shoemaker with some amazing legs, able to rise up and steal that ball.
So far, all the top seeds have held form here in the National League Championship. Seeds 1 through 4 all winning their first round games. And now if you compare the seedings here between Repubblica and SoCal, the 6 versus 8 ranked teams, and looks as if that will hold to form as well.
No doubt. USA SoCal now back with the ball, 1:30 left. Can choose to ride this one out here and end up with the victory.
And USA SoCal will move on to the 5th place game tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. Repubblica will play for 7th at 9 a.m. Lind trying for the backhand, tipped away, stolen. Ordinary shot attempt. Wolf there. Turns away that attempt from Carnahan.
Wind picking up here later in the day in the Aquatic Center.
Shot clock about to expire. A long attempt over the goal. And now just 30 seconds left as Repubblica takes over down 8-5. Shoemaker spinning around, takes a shot, save Wolf. And SoCal can take off the rest of the time in this one.
Good bounce back effort by Repubblica, though, to come back after being shorthanded this morning and find some energy to make this a competitive game. And still searching for that win one win in this season. It could come tomorrow morning.
USA SoCal takes it 8-5. They'll play for 5th place. Repubblica will play for 7th. Our first semifinal coming up next. New York Athletic Club takes on Alumni in about 10 minutes' time. Come back and join us right here live from Berkeley. It's the National League Championships you're watching on USA Water Polo TV.